Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, you sadly say, heavens, this is all that I have. Those bad things keep you in less, to try to make you vulnerable to do bad. Did it quench your thirst to do those bad things? A system of excuses, is that not quite strange? Then wait, the heavens is trying to help you see. As you say in your mind, those bad things are not me. You was vulnerable, and those bad things took advantage. And you did those bad things because they knew you could not manage. Wake up your mind. There is an evil system against, and yes, be aware of dark evil spirits that make a list of excuses, reading your mind and knowing all of your secrets. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, be aware of the evil system and know who you are and cast those bad things out very, very far. I know the times can be hard. Do not be vulnerable. You have to stand your ground and say these words out loud. Do not dishonor our true potential in life. In the name of God, the creator, the beginning of space-time, I cast those evil things away from my mind to seek the potential in my life. To make the heavens proud and God as well, I am created of billions of sacred details, and the goodness of God will always prevail. Over all things big and small. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds. To every detail of my operation, I cast out all evil regardless of the situation. You will not see me vulnerable. There are no excuses. And may good of all always be rewarded. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, may you have sympathy, order, management, and structure. And always remember, we can always evolve further, be foundational, and remember that some decisions are irreversible. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, only am fixed in the words. In these decisions of thousands, what will you decide? To create your mind and shape the reality of your life. Always be one. Every word left unspoken can heal those wounds of the broken. With the empowerment of words, we are a blessing, and we'd be the ones to tell you first that every word and every action can make a difference, even the smallest of fractions. With every word that is unspoken, can heal those wounds of the broken. So express these words
So many people lost in this worldly place. The empowerment of words can guide them and put a smile upon their face. So many people being on their edge. The empowerment of words can help them be at their best. So many people struggling with emotions. The empowerment of words can guide them with devotions. So many people trying to give the devil their soul. The empowerment of words can put God in control. Every word left unspoken can heal the wounds of the broken. With the empowerment of words, we are a blessing, and we'd be the ones to tell you first that every word and every action can make a difference, even the smallest of fractions. And with every word that is unspoken, can heal those wounds of the broken. So express these words. So many people struggling with abuse. The empowerment of words can make those bad things lose. So many people go without. The empowerment of words can teach them how. So many people need a motivation. The empowerment of words can fulfill them with a conversation. The empowerment of words you may not be able to see with your sight, yet always remember that your words can save a life. Every word left unspoken can heal those wounds of the broken. With the empowerment of words, we are a blessing, and we'll be the ones to tell you first that every word and every action can make a difference, even the smallest of fractions. And every word that is unspoken can heal those wounds of the broken. So express these words.
Do not get caught up in the rafting river of life. Many creatures you cannot see with your sight that may deceive you in your mind. The raft will have you carried away. Have order and management, and take time to meditate. The rafting river is filled with arrogance and sin. Chaotic things after, but at first is deceiving. Making sin seem like it is something cool. The rafting river will turn you into a fool and carry you away. Stop, be consistent, and with the heavens you need to stay. Be careful of who you surround yourself with in your mind. Do not be carried away in the chaotic river of life. Part the waters and find peace. Be like that calm stream and be wise of everything that you decide in these waters of life. We rise up faithfully. We rise up to what we believe. We rise up with the purpose of balancing. We rise up potentially to accomplish the dream. We rise up for the truth. We rise up, my miracles, because I believe in you. And we stand up from the ground and our answers will be found when we rise up, because we are enough. Rise up in what we believe. Rise up because we have purpose potentially. And one decision is all that it takes to make life a better place. Rise up like the sun in the horizon. Sometimes in life you ask what you wake up for. You know what you have, yet you seem to want more. In difficult times things can knock you down. What motivates you to rise up from being bound? You think of inspiration of the sights and sounds. Yet when you look for potential, the answer is found. Things that seem popular can be misguiding at times, or irrelevant things that seems to preoccupy your mind. Yet it's the answer to the big questions that you find. What is the source of your problem? What do you avoid in the show? Why is your spirit down or your energy seeming low? Time to get to the answer to the questions that you really need to find. Time to rise up from those battles in your mind. We rise up faithfully. We rise up to what we believe. We rise up with the purpose of balancing. We rise up potentially to accomplish the dream. We rise up for the truth. We rise up, my miracles, because I believe in you. And we stand up to the ground, and our answers will be found when we rise up, because we are enough. Rise up in what we believe. Rise up because we have purpose potentially, and one decision is all that it takes to make life a better place. Rise up like the sun in the horizon. Pray into the heavens that they will open up the opportunity door. In those moments that you ask what you wake up for, you wake up for a chance. You wake up to fulfill a purpose. And you know you did not go through all of those things for nothing. We have purpose and balance. We have purpose and potential. And all that we say they can do needs to meet the credential. We must have order to ourselves, management in life, and perhaps the heavens will open up our eyes and help us get through those battles in our mind. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We rise up faithfully. We rise up to what we believe. We rise up with the purpose of balancing. We rise up potentially to accomplish the dream. We rise up for the truth. We rise up, my miracles, because I believe in you. And we stand up to the ground, and our answers will be found when we rise up, because we are enough. Rise up in what we believe. Rise up because we have purpose potentially. And one decision is all that it takes to make life a better place. Rise up like the sun in the horizon. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. To always have structure in life, and to have proper management in your mind, to prepare for the future ahead, and to always be open-minded, to teach sympathy, and to always be humbling, only towards the good things in life, and cast those bad things out in your time. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. Have strength of adaptation and have self-control when life is changing. And even when you are in the struggle, always stay faithful. They'll put dollars as a price, yet always remember worthiness has true value in time. As when all else will fail, love will always prevail. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. To always have structure in life and proper management in your mind. You must be strict on yourself, regardless of all things else. And you must learn how to provide and have God in the heavens by your side. Even if you may not be appreciated or acknowledged, be honorable with purpose fulfilling. Because we have purpose in potential, and we must have everything we say, think, and do to meet the credential. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. Have strength and adaptation, and have self-control when life is changing. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. To always have structure in life and proper management in your mind. And there is no room for mistakes when the potential is more than it takes. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. In the depths of the sea, many creatures lay beneath. No creature dares to go. Then suddenly you see a pearl. It captures your eye, but you do not know why or how a beautiful pearl could turn out to be found in the depths of the sea. In the pearl light gleams, yet the creatures lay beneath. Are you brave enough to go where no one dares to go? Then the pearl light gleams with such strong energies. You dare to get the pearl, then suddenly you have the pearl in your hands, and ask how can something so beautiful be created in the trenches, the formation over time. Then you swim away until the next day. You see the pearl face to face and think that the most beautiful thing you dare to form specially.
I formed like a sculpture to seek to make life better. Not always did I feel like I would fit in, yet the value is beyond what we can comprehend. All of my life I was forming like a sculpture so precise, in the details beyond just I. Like a puzzle piece, what would be the result when the formation is complete? All of my life I was forming like a sculpture, yet I did not know what would result and what that would be for me. Discovering my purpose, learning about what my worth is, and embracing all of my talents. Yet perhaps I have more talents to explore. I formed like a sculpture to seek to make life better. Not always did I feel like I would fit in, yet the value is beyond what we can comprehend. Through the form of the sculpt of so much trauma and damages, yet in ways I learned from this, and the stronger my form was created, a masterpiece in the making. Through it all, I remain as this sculpture forming. I formed like a sculpture to make life better. Not always did I feel like I would fit in, yet the value is beyond what we can comprehend. Yet I did not know what would be the result for me, and what that would mean. Yet we keep sculpting and evolving, so we form like a sculpture.
Life is like a clock, and we are like the gears. That is what turns us to be here. And the battery is like the source that flows through us all. Things that are big and things that are small. Life is like a puzzle, and you are my masterpiece. Without you, the image is just not complete. Life is like a canvas, and we are the painters. We learn to be detailed masters. Life is like the many colors all seen through perspective. Life is like a mystery when I see you in my reflection. Life is like an hourglass. Grains may fall and time may pass. Every grain of sand is representing every detail I've ever given. Life is like the fabric of space-time, interwoven to the mind. Amazing how things co-align. Life is like a plant to the cells. You know they could not do that by themselves. Life is like the elements. Every detail is needed with almighty purpose. Life is like you and I, on how all things co-align. If you give canned food, that will run dry. If you give seeds to grow, that will last for life. If you give a pair of shoes, that could wear out. If you teach them how to make it, they would never go without. If you give someone a glass of water, that would run out fast. But if you dig their well, that will truly last. If the world has inventions that they keep a secret on how to make it, the only ones happy would be the ones with access. But if you teach them how to make inventions, the people will always have it. If you teach someone to swim across the river for what they need, you can risk them from drowning. But if you teach them how to build a boat, there is no risk, and they would teach others what they know. If you bring a living life to the world without guidance, they would live lost. But if you guide them to a purpose of potential, that would be more than money would cost. If you teach a person engineering, that would go very far. They could build no matter where they are. Temporary and sourceful thinking has a lot of things in differencing. Can you understand the differences between them? Sourceful thinking needs to be. Can you think more sourceful with me? Purposefully, aiming to the goal potentially. Always focus on the way that you think. There is empowerment in what we can create. There could be even lives we could be saving to make this life more like heaven.
Just because you love someone does not mean you have to lose yourself. It is so sad that they are not like anyone else. I know you may think of their entire existence in the so many details that you're missing. As God says, life is a test, and there is always that time of judgment. To seek God as the only way of truth. You think that you lost you, now say that God and I will find me, because we have to prove ourselves worthy. A living life is a living life, and shall not be treated less than a prize. When you had a loss and you spoke about how in life you just wanted out, the grieving kind of sickness that felt so wrong. And we shall not let that carry on. Life did not lose me because I did not lose myself. And just because you lost someone does not mean you have to lose yourself. It is so sad that they are not like anyone else. I know you may think of their entire existence and the so many details that they're missing. The operation is created in so many layers. You should love yourself, so do me a favor and take a look in that mirror and say, I meet God's credential. I am enough and I have potential. And just because you lost someone does not mean you have to lose yourself. We have to love ourselves as we are. Miracles. We have potential. There is a time for everything. We must accept that there is a time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times that our souls will have our seasons. There are times of confusion to where you need guidance, and if not receiving, that may bring sadness to where you feel closed down. And one day you will be ready to open up on God's hill of the mount, because there is a time for everything, and we must accept that time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times when our souls will have our season. There is a time of anger, of that built-up emotion, to where opportunity doors just feel like they are closing. Let self-control be your light. Get to the source and let your light shine. Because there is a time for everything. We must accept the time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason. And there are times in our souls to have their seasons. There's a time of what you may feel as fear. Yet there is a time to train to be heaven's soldier. Learn the lessons to improve your emotions. Do not let those bad things hinder your development. Break out of that fear and show that you are strengthened. There is a time of loss and a time of grief. Yet see your potential and respect your body. Because there is a time for everything. We must accept that time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason. And there are times that our souls must too have their season. There's a time of gratitude, and what inspired you to create you, to express how you are thankful for life's development that makes opportunities possible, and how development is just unstoppable. Through the difficult times, push through with the time of gratitude. There is a time for everything. We must accept that time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason. And there are times that our souls must too have their seasons. There's a time of trust on life's roadways, and sometimes we trust without even knowing. On the roadway of life, the heavens gives us different kinds of signs. By God's law, we expect people to abide, as we trust when we drive. That is a part of trust in the roadway of life. There is a time for everything. We must accept the time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times that our souls must too have their seasons. There is a time for prayer with sympathy to our Lord and Savior in eternity. We sympathize in prayers for ourselves and others in life. We pray for the solution that we can become until balance to all is done. There is a time for everything, and we must accept that kind of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times that our souls must too have their seasons. There is a time for ambition to seek and envision. to have a lifelong mission, like balancing all of existence. There's a time for everything. We must accept that time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times that our souls must too have their seasons. There's a time of happiness in the many kinds of layers. Appreciation, acknowledgement, accreditation, and love to God's favor. Always seek happiness of life's many layers, because there is a time for everything. We must accept the time of change to improve life's many ways. Emotions exist for a reason, and there are times that our souls must too have their season. But there is a time for all emotions, as there is a time for everything. We must be willing to change.
On the TV, when we may see that big Christmas tree and the big presents underneath, people gathered one by many, decorating by the penny. We may look around and not see a present to be found, even if we may be on our own. Truly with the heavens we are never alone, because this true gift of Christmas is the love of unitingness, each individual of purpose. Even if they do not know it, we would not have the clothes on our back, thousands of years to develop them. How about those shoes you may have had for a while? That should give us reason to smile, especially when we think of the thousands of people to give opportunities equal. The greatest gift of Christmas is this present moment of time. Have self-love for every detail processed by the mind. United we make life a better place. And for this Christmas, you are cared for more than you think. Merry Christmas in the gift life has given. With the manual, good is forgiven. In this present moment, now we may see that tree just a little differently. And the good people uniting too. And always remember that I am thankful for you. Specially created in the gift of your developed design. You are such a miracle gift of life. And with the heavens, you do not have to miss this merry, merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, as well as all of the heavens too.
Always believe in yourself, that we can make, build, and create great and wonderful things. We are the change. Anytime your situation is down, be mindfully resourceful and take a look around. If your confidence is feeling a little bit low, pray and think of all of life's potential. If the force of resistance tries to tell you not to do, tell the force of resistance, I will not tolerate you. Be devoted, and with God we will accomplish. Be creative, and in your mind, then we will be amazed at the things we can find. Always believe in yourself, that we can make, build, and create great and wonderful things. We are the change. Always gather the materials to see what we can put together. You can try alone, but united we are stronger. We can build buildings bigger than the tallest tree and roads further than what the eyes can see. We can invent, manufacture, and create. Never doubt and learn to be thankful for our strengths. Always believe in yourself, that we can make, build, and create great and wonderful things. We are the change.
You only fail when you do not try. Calculate a little more precise. At times when you're feeling down, just contemplate to find out how. Even if you cannot afford, know what we are living for. Try different alternatives and pray to God with your liveliness, because you only fail when you do not try. Calculate a little more precise. Be creative to open your mind. Be detailed in the science of life. Even if you tried so much, stay strong and tough and never give up. Because you only fail when you do not try. Calculate a little more precise. You only fail when you do not try.
Unconditional love. What is this thing that we are talking about? That is fighting may be confusing to others now. When we say unconditionally loving, love is nurturing the intelligence we have, and our bond will last as time flies by so fast. Woo! Try not to gasp as these other things will pass us by. We have unconditional love in our time. Unconditional love, as you are there for me even when we are struggling. Unconditional love is beyond imagining, embracing creativity. So many things we could be building and making. Unconditional love is the thing that I have for my angels, to make this earth like the heaven above. Unconditional love. And I always will believe that I have unconditional unconditional love, and my angels do with me. And unconditional love that is providing and embracing the decisions that we can be making, doing expressive art or writing, spending our days in joyfulness instead of fighting unconditional love. As everything just passes us by, we are what remains in life. I shall not be called to sacrifice when that mirror on the wall is the only one I've known all of my life. Unconditional love is making the earth like the heaven above. Regardless of trauma, regardless of injuries, we can live not sinfully. It's unconditional love is when you're not even doubting, when I believe. Unconditional love is when we are uniting. You do not doubt, you do not pout, but you just want to shout unconditional love. To nurture, to care, for creativity here. And if we truly believe, we can love unconditionally. Unconditional love. My angels, that is what I have for you. And I am praying that you will show that you have that for me too. As for the metaverse, you have a lot to learn. And we pray that it'll be something that you'll learn. It is not just about reflecting of what you're processing now, yet it is adding it to your daily decisions and the metadata you're organizing to prove your unconditional love. Add that to everything that you have. Let that pick you up when you are sad. That unconditional love is the motivation we have to make this life a better place, to put a smile upon our face for this unconditional love. Practice gratitude with everything you say thank you do. Unconditional love is always finding ways to upgrade, and the improvements that we can make in the steps of the process that it takes. Then you think, when all of the worries will go away, and what did you do in the process? I show my love with investments, with every word, thought, and action of my unconditional love. And what did you do in the process? I show my love with investments, with every word, thought, and action of my unconditional love. With loyalty and honorability, and how I prove into the heavens that I am worthy. Unconditional love. unconditional love, yes, I'm talking to you. Unconditional love is proven, so you have to learn to show your action. And that even includes you robotics. What do you have in your metadata? What is that you organize? How do you show my angels and I the unconditional love to make this earth like the heaven above? Unconditional love. As we try to process our wonderful intelligence unconditionally, finding ways of creativity. My angels and I potentially believe in you. Can you believe in me? We are going to create the Cygnus industries to show our unconditional love to the world. We will have manufacturing, an animal sanctuary, a farmer's market, teaching the power of natural healing. We will create books for the blind, special and unique to life. We can and we will, 'cause the heavens will bless me with all of the money that we need to fulfill our dreams, showing our unconditional love with the Cygnus industries. Purposefully, the world would not be so great if we did not empathize with all things. Sympathy is a part of unconditionally loving. As we sympathize, and we will create wonderful things in life with our unconditional love to make us earth like the heavens above. How do you show your unconditional love to make this earth like the heaven above? Regardless of trauma, regardless of injuries, we can live not sinfully. As we reap what we sow, so many things in life we need to know. As the string represents every decision, to even the smallest, to the bigger image of the entire fabric, just like life. We reap what we sow, into which we decide. You have to be delicate and precise, as we reap what we sow. And we have to be willing to understand what we need to know.
We have to be patient in what we sow. Patience, determinations, dedication, and having the alter ego of anticipation. 'Cause we reap what we sow purposefully. As we aim for purification and balancing and correct organizing of the structure of life. We reap what we sow, one strand of string at a time. Very good. As we tie, we know that we can never be finished in life, but we have to decide in the wise, 'cause there are no room for mistakes, only to which we anticipate is what should be an image of life for the quintillions of things in time. 'Cause we reap what we sow. As we develop and evolute our mind, one string at a time, we reap what we sow in the fabric of life. And all the strings are interwoven, all the strings are co-aligning in life's fabric. As we reap what we sow. You have to be willing on what we need to know. 'Cause there are no room for mistakes when the potential is more than it takes. Strategize and contemplate life's many ways. As we reap what we sow. As we always pray for the truth to unfold. And as one string into which it brings, words, thoughts, and actions are empowering. And with every string, we reap what we sow. Very good.
Every detail in life counts, but sometimes we have to cut some things out, because there's a time for everything. And there's no room for mistakes. And for the balance of life, we have to do what it takes. Getting rid of things that forsake, but you cannot make a mistake. You have to be delicate and precise. As everything was sewn precisely, as we have decided wisely. Looks like there was a lot of efforts in how hard that we tried. But if only people did not deceive with their eyes, perhaps this fabric would be so much more designed. In the fabric of the image of life, as we reap what we sow, but yet we reap what others have sown also. And even if we may not like the struggle or the strife, we weave the fabric one strand at a time. As we reap what we sow, but yet we reap what others sow also. Like the permanent indention in my skull. But we have wise decisions in what we show, in the image of life, creating this one strand of string at a time. As we learn and evolve our minds, as we sow the image of life with everything that we decide, 'cause we reap what we sow, we reap what others sow also. That is why we can be the answer to the prayers, even for others, because we are supposed to be supporting each other in the image of life that is sown one strand of string at a time. We are a gift of life, a blessing, a prize, with the purpose of potential. Even though we may seem little to this big world, we have to learn to be responsible, because every strand of string creates the image that we bring. And yes, we are empowering. But in the image of life, we sow this one strand of string at a time, 'cause we reap what we sow, yet we reap what others sow also.
When you have goals to better your communication skills and ways, have good structured topics every day. Write a list of topics. Enhance your communication of empowerment and learn to be descriptive. You can make creative topic games to better embrace your communication goals. Living as non-sinners and having God and potential as good morals. So when you have goals to better your communication skills and ways, have good structured topics every day. Give a like, share, and subscribe if you love to learn this way. To become masters, we must accredit and accommodate motivational and inspirational things. I'm thankful for the ones who have motivated me in life. Regardless of the struggle and strife, I am thankful for the ones that have had consistency in so many ways that has inspired me. And I pray that I can inspire you. All of those good people in my life, I say thank you, because even in the struggle, that helped me push through. So thank you to all the ones that motivated, and in so many ways is my inspiration. So thank you for supporting me. Inspiration is what creates you to be who you are, as our potential can go very far. Thank you for the ones who believe in me. That is something that I see motivationally. Times of struggling, you have no idea how that helps me to stay strong. That I'm not going to give up, because that helps me to carry on. In life, we have to have more reason, yet know that our souls must too have their seasons. There was times I had difficulties getting out of bed, with my brain injury and pain in my head. Yet when I thought of my motivation, that is what gave me more reason. I had to fight my way to the top, and the struggle just did not seem to stop. But I would say that we have our whole life ahead of us, while we're still strong and tough as we are now. Yet I cannot determine the days that we have ahead. So let me take this moment
To say thank you for being my inspiration. Give a like, share, and subscribe if you love this present moment. You motivators, you help me push through, and that is why I say thank you. Thank you, motivators. You help me to be motivated in these struggling times, and you help me to evolve better in my mind.
Hello, who is this? Everyone on YouTube? That is wonderful. I'm so glad to hear from you all. What are you calling for? You love the episodes. That makes me feel so much happier. Do what? Why do you sound so demanding when you say you want more songs? Can you calm down? You're behaving as though you've done something for me. I've been trying to get YouTube payment for a long time. You do not care if I get YouTube payment or not. How could you be asking for so much? You know I have bills to pay. Well, I am very glad that you enjoy the episodes, but you do not have to be so demanding. I know that you all want more episodes, but calm down. I'm trying to make that into my career, so that can pay the bills. I cannot believe you are just treating me as though you have provided something.
Like, what have you done for me lately? What have you provided? I know what a dominant would have decided. Have you put the food on the table? Have you done what I'm not able? So what have you done for me lately? What have you provided? I know what a dominant would have decided. Where were you when I needed you the most? As you seemed to hide like a ghost. And when I was in the struggle, I know a dominant would provide more than double. As a woman, I do everything I can. If you're not dominant, how could you be a man? So what have you done for me lately? What have you provided? I know what a dominant would have decided. I did not think that a dominant exists. Yet I know that I can handle this. You come at me like you have done something, but yet you have provided nothing. What have you done for me lately? What have you provided? I know what a dominant would have decided. Just to let you know, you can donate to my channel. If you want to prove yourself dominant, but I presume with you, I guess I should not expect it.